In this video I will show you how to change the format from Super 8 to regular 8. Super 8, as we already explained, has a different adapter, so we need to change the adapter, but we also need to change the sprocket wheel. The reason is that Super 8 has a smaller sprocket than Super 8 or Standard 8, regular 8. We start with removing the Super 8 film. Remove the lock nut. If the lock nut is quite hard to remove, the tip is just to press it a little bit forward toward the Pictor and then release it. Remove the film. Remove the Super 8 adapter. Mount the Standard 8 adapter. Again, position the mounting hole at the same spot as the pin, and as a tip, move the pin upwards, because that makes it easier for you to mount the film. If you mount the film, you could do it like that or like that. But there is only one correct way, and that is where the sprockets are facing towards you and not towards the Pictor. So I need to mount it in this way. You will find out that in 99% this is the way how you would mount the film. If it is in a different direction, then the operator rewinded the film incorrectly. Okay, so now we need to mount the film to the take-up reel. Fortunately, this reel has quite a long leader, but in many cases the leader is quite short or even missing. In that case, you would need to add a leader to the film to be able to capture the first frame. There's a tip for that when working with the Pictor. You can use a leader and mount that at the take-up reel, and then you can reuse that leader for any film you want to digitize. In this case, I will just mount it with some tape, but you can also mount it to the reel with the reel locking mechanism for a film. If you don't have leader, just visit our website, because we have many types of film leader available on our webshop. Okay, so now we need to attach both films together. But there is one more thing I need to change. That's the sprocket wheel, because Super 8 is working with a different sprocket than Standard 8. Again, the sprocket for regular 8 is quite larger. So what we need to do is we need to remove the sprocket wheel. Just hold it with 2 fingers and then unscrew the locking nut. Slide out the sprocket wheel and you can see it has 2 dimensions. A larger diameter and a smaller diameter. Super 8 is the larger diameter, regular 8 is the smaller diameter. So we will flip it. We will check if the axle is in the topwards position, because then we can also mount the sprocket idler wheel in its top position. And then we position both at the same angle and we slide on the sprocket idler wheel. Again, fix it by keeping one finger on the sprocket idler wheel, and with the other you can lock the locking nut. So now we need to mount the 2 films together. In this case I'm just using a standard tape, which is also available on our web shop. Paste the 2 together, and then what we need to do is mount the film. As we showed in the previous film, it's like that. If there is no audio, like that. And the film is mounted. Check if the film does not slip on both reels by rotating both reels. If the tension arms moves down, then you know that you have mounted the film correctly. And this is how you change your Super 8 film into a regular 8 film.